Hello everybody, how you doing? It's wee Paddy from across the shuck and nice little video. This is my top 10 knives in my collection, and this is my collection of modern folders. I'm going to do a traditional top 10 as well because that has changed an awful lot this year, but this is my top 10 knives in my collection up until the end of 2019. Now, I think there was a couple of them I didn't get in 2019, but these are my top 10 knives. And I want this to be a thing that I do every year because I want to see how it changes and evolves in the years to come. That idea was not mine because I don't have good ideas, but it's I'm a Forester, and I'll put his channel down below. He just done his top 10. I could listen to that man talk all day, but he has a really lovely collection of top 10 knives. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow in his footsteps and do my top 10. And then each year that I'm on YouTube, I can upgrade or change it about. So here we go for what it's worth. And there was quite a few didn't get in. The back end of this, there was quite a few knives could have got in but didn't get in, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's get started. This is going to be quick and ready. This is one you haven't even seen yet, but I put it in at number 10. It will rise. This is the drop, and it's the Gavco Thresher. What a beautiful knife. And again, this is not a Paddy knife. I've been shocked this year at some of the knives I bought, and this is one of the ones that shocked me. But oh my goodness, is it a beautiful knife. It really is so well made. It flicks either way. It is a fidget spinner. It really is just something you can sit at night and do it. It just drops beautifully. So that is number 10, the Thresher from Gavco. I love that blade. That is just the most gorgeous, unusual clip, for want of another word. It's just beautiful. So comfortable in the hand. Again, with this flat spot here, that if you want to do heavy work, you can do that heavy work all day long, and it's not going to hurt you because it doesn't move about. Love it. And it's in at number 10, but I would say next year that might be moved up the list. Beautiful knife. So, number 9, my old favourite, the PM2. And this one I changed the handles, as you all know, to the green aluminium. Makes this a much more comfortable knife. It's got rounded edges so you can do a bit of work and your hands don't get cut off you. I still believe the PM2 is a beautiful knife, but with the original G10 scales, it cuts the hands clean off. Well, it did me. It cut the hands clean off me. So, but an amazing knife. Still love it. Still love it. The next one is one that I definitely got this year too. Is the what's it called? It's the Artisan Archeo, and it's by Dylan Mallory, who really is hitting the scene. This is one of them knives, right? That you can look at it and you think, oh my goodness, what shape is that? Would I ever use that? That's just a to look at knife. And to look at it is beautiful. But when you put this knife in hand, it is such a comfortable knife. I can't tell you how comfortable that knife is. It's got a long, stabby little blade. A great sort of, I would say, light duty knife, but it is gorgeous and it's so comfortable in hand. It just shocked the heck out of me. So comfortable hand. So Artisan and Dylan Mallory really just, and this is the small version. There's large versions. There's the budget side of the company coming out with them. Anyone at all, I would say, with Dylan's hand behind it. Look at that. The shape of that. Isn't it just beautiful? So there we go. That was number 8. Number 7 is an old favourite. This one was not 2019, but it's my ZT450. I just love this knife. Again, it was another gift. It was anodized for me, bronze clip. It is still one of the best EDC knives out there. And small, well, this is for medium hands. I'm medium to large and I get a full 4-finger grip. Really comfortable. Love this knife. The action on it is just to die for. And like, this is not a young knife. This is the Zero Tolerance 450s, an elderly boy now, but look at that. It just flicks out effortlessly. It's just a gorgeous knife. Can't say that ever been out of my collection. And at number 6 is the Benchmade bug out. And I thought this would have been higher. Do you know the way when you're thinking in your head, what am I going to pick? And you go through that, and we all do, and we get all our knives out, and then we put some back in, then we pull them out. I thought this would have been higher because I do use this quite a lot. I love this knife. It's for the fidget factor as well as the form and what it's used for. I have never had any problem with these scales. I love them. I love the blue colour on them. I love the fact that it's under 2 ounces. And people say, oh, there's new ones out now and they're 2.2 and they're 2.4. Sorry, it's under 2. I just love the fact that it's under 2. Could I tell you the difference hand to hand? No, but I know that this is under 2. And this is what I use in the summer more. And it's probably why it didn't get much out, because it's more a summertime knife for me. It's light in my shorts, in my tracky bottoms. It is a gorgeous knife and a proper work knife for under 2 ounces. So that's your top 5. Or that's the 10 till number 6. Now the top 5. And this has amazed me this year. Oh, this is the Para 3. I have fallen in love with this knife. As a user, I have probably used this year more than anything else. It is stunning. I love the fact that it's a bit smaller. This is just a cheap it was about $3 clip that I got on AliExpress. Look at that. It's lovely. It's maybe not, but it's got spring tension. Never moved in my pocket. I love it. It's not fully deep, but it's deep enough for me for $3 instead of spending $20 on a work knife, and that's what this is. This is M390. I love the blue scales. You know I love my blue, but this is just a work knife personified. I love it in hand. Whichever grip you want it in, you can use it. It is just so much more. And it's even got the G10 scales, but yet it's comfortable. It doesn't, for some reason, this doesn't irritate my hand at all over the PM2. So this has been my worker. I have loved this knife. Again, it was another gift. If you go back, there's videos in this as well. So number 4 is my beloved Benchmade 940. Again, this is a work knife. I use this more than, you can see this knife, it is used more than any other knife in my collection. I still love this knife. This was my Grail knife when it came around. When I got it, have I got other Grails now? I'm starting to get other knives that I want as Grail knives, but this is still my favourite work knife. I just love this knife, full stop. There's nothing I don't like about it. It stood the test of time, much like the Paras. It's just a stunning knife. I still love it as much today as I did the day I got it with it. I love the silver deep carry clip on this. Really makes it it's just perfect. Perfect as a work knife. And yes, it's thick behind the edge. I don't care. It cuts things. So we're into the top 3 now, and this is where I have this year got knives that I never ever thought I would get. I mean, this one that was number 10, I never thought I would get a knife like this, but this is a mass drop. I got this in Black Friday for $100. I mean, that is just amazing. I mean, it worked out, by the time I got shipping and got it over here and got customs, it worked out about £120 for that knife, which has got titanium, S35 VN, just beautiful materials. But these next 3 are way above that in the price range. They're ones that I thought I'd never get, but with my mother and father's estate this year, we've got a wee bit of extra money, and I've been able, and Sally let me buy knives that I never thought I would get in my collection. So, in at number 3, and it's in at number 3, I don't know, because I haven't had it that long. This was a Christmas present, but I've used it nearly every single day since I have got it, up until today. It is a beautiful Spyderco Spidey Chef. I have drooled over other people having this. Now I've got it, I can understand fully why they choose this knife. I love using this in the I love using it anywhere, never mind the kitchen. But it is a beautifully constructed knife, incredibly comfortable in the hand. And you'll notice that in all my knives. I like a knife to be comfortable because if it's not comfortable, I'll tend not to use it. There was a couple of knives that could have made this collection, but they just weren't that comfortable in my hands. I like a comfortable knife. And it's not all the one shape I like. They just have to be comfortable. So there's that. And then there's this little beauty here. Oh, and this will always make it. And it was number one in my collection up until recently. This is a knife I bought to remind me of my father, and it will always be that. It will never leave my collection. This is the Hinderer XM18 Slippy. An amazing EDC knife. I don't care whether you like slippies or not because it doesn't really matter. The forward choil, you're never going to get cut. Even if you're holding back here and you close the blade, it'll not close on you. So there you go. It's completely safe to use in whatever grip you want, which is very unusual. Rick Hinderer, the man's a genius anyway. But this is just a work knife, and the coating on this is amazing. For all the use this has had, once I wipe this down, unless you get right up close, you'll not see any marks on that. It's just beautiful. An amazing knife, which will never leave my collection. And now, if you've been following me at all, you will know what number one in my collection is. One, because of the price it cost, and if it wasn't number one after this price, there would be something sadly wrong. And it is the one and only Medford Slim Midi Marauder. Oh, I love this knife. It's just stupidly priced. Way more than I'd ever want to pay for a knife. But I absolutely love it. And this isn't a safe queen. If you go back and see my video of hard use, I cut up a carpet in my front room, which had it was a carpet that you lay down on concrete floors, and it's got the extra tough backing on it. And I sliced that carpet up into manageable chunks about 2 foot wide, right the way up. And my living room's about 18 foot long, maybe a bit longer. In fact, yeah, maybe it is a bit longer. But whatever. I cut it up and into slices and rolled them up. This knife worked like a Trojan. Was still sharp after a couple of hours of cutting a carpet up. I live in a wee apartment block, so I couldn't, and personally I physically couldn't have carried it down, so I had to cut it up. It done my living room and a hallway, sliced it all into manageable rolls, rolled it up like turf, and away it went. And this knife never missed a beat. It is a stunning knife. I didn't wear gloves because I wanted to see, because this is all titanium and they're not arched over, it's just slabs, now they're rounded off the chamfered. But I wanted to do it without gloves to see what the comfort level was like. I had maybe a wee drop of red marking in my hand, but that's because it was blooming hard stuff to cut through. But this just dealt with it. What a comfortable knife, whether you're in the forward or back here. It is just solid. There is absolutely, the way we get on YouTube and we say, oh, there's no blade pen, we give it a wee twig. You can bend this as hard as you like and I can't get any movement. It is a stunningly put together knife. Will I ever see the inside? No, I'll never take it apart because just in case, I'll let Greg do that if anything ever happens to it. I'm quite happy for him to do that. I don't see that there's anything wrong with that. He makes a knife to his specification and I'm just a hobbyist. So who am I to argue with a knife maker who can make a knife of this standard and value and sell plenty of them? So I'm not going to argue with him. If he wants him to do it, he can do it. But I can highly recommend this. Look, it's just a crazy price. For me, it's a crazy price to pay for a knife, but I am so happy I've got it. Will I ever spend that much again? Probably not. But again, I am so glad I did. I love it. I've now got the means of a collection that will last me for years and years. I don't need big expensive knives anymore. I've got some. I love the ones I've got. And there we go. There's 10, my top 10 knives in my collection up until the end of 2019. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Is there any that you wouldn't have there, and knives that you've seen in my collection you thought might have been there? Just give us a wee chat down below anyway. I'm away to make another video on my traditional knives. Take care. Cup of tea time. All the best. Paddy's gone.